Now, let's join Pastor K.E.G. Shison for today's word.
Number 3. Why am I here? This is a very critical. In fact, it's a central question among all these 5 questions. It's so critical. And this question is a question of purpose. Why? I'm so sure a lot of you have asked why several times. Why? Why this? Why that? Why are you doing this? Why did you go to that school? Why did you marry him? Why did you marry her? Why? But the question this morning is, why are you here? You know, until you know your purpose, abuse becomes inevitable. You cannot avoid being abused. Do you know your purpose? I came here this morning to help somebody embrace his purpose. You must know your purpose. Why? There is a why to you. Why? Why was I born in this generation? Why am I a black woman? Why am I a Filipino woman? Why am I an Indian woman? Why? Why this color of skin? Somebody's trying to get lighter. Why? Could it be you don't need a lighter skin for your destiny? A lighter skin might compromise your destiny. So God, remember, God is intelligent. He wired you for your purpose. So everything about you, there is a reason to it. You were born in that village because your destiny is attached to that village. You're that short because maybe you need that level of center of gravity, you know. Just stability, just stabilize. God needs you stable. So he gave you, you just, why? And stop comparing yourself among yourself. Just tell yourself, there is a why to me. Come on, turn to somebody, say, there is a why to me. I don't know what was wrong with my mother. She brought me to this. She was pregnant with me. She was in this country a few days before. She could have me. She went back to Africa or she went back to Asia. I don't know. She should have given back to me here. What kind of a mess is that? Ladies and gentlemen, maybe you would have died if you were born here. Just know there is a why to you. Why? He says all things work together for good to those who love God, who are called. Romans chapter 8, I believe verse 28. Who are called according to his purpose. I'm talking about there is an original intent. And we need to go back to that original intent. The purpose for your existence. There is a why to you. And until you know your why, guess what? You will sleep with any man. Until you know your why, you will marry any woman. Until you know your why, you will take any job. Until you know your why, you will move to any city. Until you know your why, you will answer to anything. A lot of people talk about abuse. Oh, I was abused when I was 5. I was abused when I was 17. I was abused. But what about the abuse that is self-inflicted? Abuse which is as a result of you knowing why you are here. Jesus knew his purpose. 1 John chapter 3 verse 8. He said, for this purpose was the Son of Man manifested, that he might destroy the works of the devil. The Son of God was manifested that he might he understood why he was around. People get distracted easily when they don't know their purpose. But I came here this morning to challenge you where your purpose is concerned. Turn to your neighbor, say, friend. Come on, Shari, say, friend. It's time to know your purpose. And ladies and gentlemen, don't confuse your purpose with your education. That's the problem a lot of time. Just because you went to school for 6 years and to become a lawyer or to become a doctor, you just want to stick with it. You know what? I'm a doctor. Ladies and gentlemen, stop defining you by your education. There's something greater than your education. It's your purpose. They are miserable doctors. They are miserable lawyers. But they are making a lot of money. That's a problem. He said the blessing of the Lord makes rich without sorrow. They might be making a lot of money, but with a lot of sorrows. There are miserable lawyers, miserable doctors, miserable engineers, miserable nurses. There are miserable people in every profession. So what makes a man is not what he read in school. What makes a man is not the career path he's following. What makes a man is the purpose for which God created him. Ladies and gentlemen, until you find your purpose, you'll be miserable. People that are supposed to serve you, you will serve them. Listen, gentlemen, this microphone is being celebrated this morning. I'm using it well, excellently. Why? I'm using it to amplify my voice. If I decide to use this microphone for something else, apart from this, it will be a nuisance. This microphone has no use in my office. I need a pen in my office. I need a laptop in my office. I need a desktop in my office. Does it make this microphone useless? No. But the microphone must be used at the right place for the right reason. Could it be the reason why it seems you are a nuisance in some places, why it seems you are not celebrated, you are ignored and rejected, is because you've taken yourself to the wrong places. The places that are different from your purpose. There is a purpose to your life. Why? Some people just think they can choose any path in life and be happy. There is a path wired for you. I have doctors' friends that are happy, not practicing medicine. One of them is a stockbroker today. And it was not just any doctor, he was a brilliant doctor. He was on scholarship all through med school. Came out of med school, practiced for a few years, was miserable. Stepped out, and the next time I saw him, he said, I don't do that thing again, doctor. And he was happy not to do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, I remember when I left pharmacy school a few years after, and I told a few friends that, I'm done with pharmacy. They were like, what? Pharmacy? Maybe some of you are like that. Somebody came to this church, was it last year? And we were talking and got to know that I read pharmacy. My God, you're a pharmacist? And you left that to do this? I'm like, what? He was talking as if, being a preacher is less than being a pharmacy. I'm like, you need help. He said, oh yeah, you sacrificed. Who told you? It's not a sacrifice. I love it. Is somebody listening to me? I love this. This is me. I don't do this to get paid. I do this because I love it. I'm called to help people, not to dispense drug to them. Maybe someone else is called to dispense drug, but not me. I tried it for a few years. I was miserable. I was always looking at my wristwatch. Wow, this shift is taking forever. I'm talking about. And some of you, that's what you're going through now. You hate what you do. But the only reason why you take yourself there every day is because of the money. Ladies and gentlemen, think about it. Why should you live for money? People that really have money, they don't live for it. There is a purpose to your life. Turn to your neighbor and say, there is a purpose to my life. Come on, shout and say, there is a purpose to my life. God created me with something on his mind. You don't release a drug into the market if there is no purpose for that drug. At least I learned that in school of pharmacy. In fact, in the first place, the reason why the drug was released was because researches have been done for several years, and they came up with solid product that will solve that peculiar problem, and that product was released to solve the peculiar problem. Ladies and gentlemen, God picked you for this time, because you are a solution for the peculiar problem of this generation. So I came here to tell you, don't rob our world. You have a problem to solve. Find you and solve it. Rather than putting you in some really useless places and you are wondering nothing is working. Nothing is working because you are not working. You are not working because you are not in your purpose. When you are in your purpose, things work. When you are in your purpose, money comes to you rather than running after money everywhere. Chasing money. And have you noticed, the more you chase money, the more money runs away from you. Because money is not meant to be chased. People that are really chasing money are sweating. And do you know the reason why they're sweating? The more they run, the more, it's normal for someone to run away from his abuser. When somebody's going to abuse you, you're going to run. So when you start chasing money, money recognizes you as an abuser. Money was designed to be used, not to be chased. You find your purpose, you stay in your purpose, and you begin to use money to fulfill your purpose. But when you don't know your purpose, you will run after money. And the more you run after it, the more money will run away from you. The guy that created Facebook has made millions. Guess what? He did not get into it to make money. But he got into it just to express himself. He found himself. And now we're paying. So he said, are we paying for it? Yes, you are paying for it one way or the other. Because there are adverts everywhere now. And it's because you are going there. That's why those adverts are there. And they're paying for it. Relevance in life is attached to the knowledge of your purpose. Turn to your neighbor and tell him, I exist for something, significance, and I must know it.